Hello, my SEP friends. I hope you are very well. I'm shooting this video because I have a very special invitation to you. But first, I need to update you about my life and my career. Last year, I decided to quit my job as an executive and entrepreneur, and I started a sabbatical. I went to the Soccer World Cup with my friends. I did the Santiago de Compostela Trail, the St. James Way, walking more than 700 kilometers, crossing the north of Spain, walking. And I'm also planning with my family a trip around the world where we'll live next year in more than 10 different countries, 1 month each. So probably I'll visit some of you. I also attended the Burning Man, which was a very creative experience and unique. But by far, the most meaningful experience that I lived was in my humanitarian mission in Tanzania, Africa. I was a donor for a nonprofit called Karimu Foundation, and they help a small community of 15,000 people in Tanzania to develop themselves. They are working for 15 years there. They invested $5 million until now, and they successfully created a methodology to take out these 15,000 people out of extreme poverty. This village before Karimu, the kids need to walk 2 to, 15 kilometers per day. Probably is an activity that takes like 1 to 6 hours a day to fetch water. So they don't have water. They didn't have water in their house. And the job of these kids was to fetch water, and they couldn't go to school because of this. Karimu invested and helped them to create a water project where now they have more than 40 water points, and the max distance that a kid needs to walk is 500 meters to fetch water. So because of this, now the kids can go to school, and then Karimu start helping to fix the school bathrooms, fix the school kitchen, and the school became the most important and coolest place in the village, and kids start attending these schools. The KPIs of growth of these schools and the performance of the kids are astonishing. You can see more in the website. But the reason is that I was so amazed about this work that I decided to join Karimu as a part-time employee and supporter and volunteer. And I created a project called Karimu Expedition. So my plan is to bring 20 executives and entrepreneurs to live the same experience that I lived in Tanzania. And for me, was one of the most joyful and amazing experience of my whole life. So we are looking for donors that can donate $10,000, and they can join this expedition in February 2024, starting February 9th, 2024. And if you are interested in living this experience with me, we will also we're planning a 3-day safari. We are planning a climbing in Kilimanjaro. That is the highest mountain in Africa. So if you want to join this mission, this expedition, send me a message. It will be a pleasure to talk more with you. Okay? I hope you are well. Thank you very much, and be sure that I miss all of you, our good times in Stanford. Bye-bye.